Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video here today of a woman trying to date after divorce, but it doesn't exactly go the way that she had planned. So here we have a woman who's in her 30s, she's traveling, she's divorced, and she's out here hooking up with chads, but, interestingly enough, she finds that men, they're not really interested in putting in the effort anymore. So guys, today's video is made by Matrix of Madness. Don't forget to go and subscribe to his channel. I'm going to leave it linked in the pinned comment as well as the description. And let's jump right in and take a listen to this woman's dating story.
This is not a drill. I am going on a date with New York man. Very last minute, and I have like 10 minutes to get ready. So
it's between this dress, this top, and these pants. Yeah, I think we have a winner. Oh my gosh.
I love how these women do like these videos where they're like, get ready with me and check out my outfit and everything, as if number one, anybody cares. And number two, their living room is an absolute mess here. But weird to me how women do this crap. They're like, yeah, check it out. I'm going to put on my outfit and we're going to do it together to go on a date with some random dude who we just met. Oh, by the way, guys, I think she met the dude this day. Like this exact same day.
I literally brought one pair of heels. Actually, I brought two, but I don't want to walk in them. So I guess I'll wear these. Oh, Lord. Come on. Men's deodorant, as always. I'm Prada, if you know what I'm saying. I think I'm gonna do something different where I just literally brush my hair and go exactly as I am. Yeah. Brush the eyebrows too. This is your sign that if you're trying to get back out there, if you're scared of dating, if you want to go on dates, but you don't know, I know what you're feeling. And the first step is just getting out there.
By the way, right, so this woman is divorced. She's returned to dating. And I believe this date that she's going on right now, so she met this dude this exact same day. She likes him because he's physically attractive, I believe that she goes on to say. This date, quote unquote, is like at 10 or 10:30 p.m. at night, by the way. I think that maybe if this woman spent less of her time yapping on TikTok and more time taking care of her skin, she wouldn't come across as a complete witch, and maybe people would actually empathize with her. Guys, I don't want you to be a witch either, which is why today's video is sponsored by Tiege Hanley. Guys, Tiege Hanley is a skincare company dedicated to creating straightforward skincare solutions for men. Their systems are designed to be incredibly easy to use, so perhaps if you're someone watching this, you're a male womanist and you're a bit dense, even you have the chance to follow along. Tiege Hanley offers various skincare systems to help improve your skin, but personally I recommend starting with their level 1 system. It has a face wash, it also has an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20, and a PM moisturizer as well, which is everything you need to get started with your simple skincare routine. I personally use Tiege Hanley's level 1 system since even before they sponsored the channel, which means I think they are a great recommendation that I can make to you guys. And guys, here's the proof. Don't just take my word for it. If you head on over to their website and you take a look at the reviews, you will find a ridiculous amount of positive 5-star reviews from all over the world. I'm going to put some reviews up on screen now for you to take a look at as well. And guys, because Tiege Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering an incredible deal exclusively for you. Just click the link in the video description now to get 40% off of your first box, plus a free gift as well. Plus, as a member of Tiege Hanley, you will also get 20% off of your future purchases. So guys, don't hesitate any longer. Check out the link in the video description to start your skincare journey today. But anyway, let's get back to today's episode. So again, guys, these women, right, they're like, yeah, let's go back out there, let's get dating and things like this. But at the end of the day, they're just Chad's bit of fun, right? These men are not interested in committing to these women. They're seeing these women at like 10:30, 10 p.m. at night for a quick drink out. They're not taking these women out to dinner or anything like this. It's just crazy to me, man, how like women expect to be taken seriously. And this is how they date these days, right? They jump on some dating application or they meet some attractive dude out there. they instantly, within a day, end up in his bedroom and then want to be taken seriously subsequently. It's hilarious.
Just talk to someone. You never know what's gonna happen. You can connect with people in person more than you think. This guy that I'm going out with, I just met him today at a restaurant. Anything is possible. This necklace, just gonna put on this jacket just in case it gets cold, and then my iconic bag. And I like it. I like this outfit, and that's all that matters. Pray for me.
I mean, watch YouTube ban me here, but this outfit looks ridiculous. I don't know what the hell we're going for here. Are we going for some like high school dude? This bag looks like you guys ever seen the animated movie Barnyard, right? And there's that thing in that called Wild Mike. It's just like this hairball thing. Looks like this. Maybe I'll get the editor to flash up Wild Mike for you so you can see what I'm referring to here, man. But yes, this woman, she's put together her whole outfit. She's ready to go see Chad. Let's see what happens.
Iconic bag. And I like it. I like this outfit, and that's all that matters. Pray for me.
I am about to get picked up for a date. It was very last minute. I met this man today. We sat next to each other at the bar top at a restaurant for brunch, and I'm just visiting New York for New York Fashion Week, and we happened to meet. So now we're going out. For everyone freaking out, he doesn't know which apartment I'm in, so I will be safe. He is picking me up. I know what that sounds like, but I'm okay.
Yeah, number one, nobody was really freaking out. But the reason why this woman feels safe to share her apartment complex and things like this is because the dude's attractive, okay? And this is exactly what I'm saying, man. Women will oftentimes these days, they'll complain and say, oh, I have no options. I'm just looking for love, right? I want to find a boyfriend or a husband. But for some reason, I can't find any man. I mean, women get access to options literally just by being in public, man, right? And what a lot of these women fail to realize, I mention this every single damn time, because they get all excited, right? They record these videos for their friends and they're like, look, I met this man. And then 2 seconds later, they're like, never mind. The reason why they do this is because men aren't offering up the commitment anymore. You know, like, especially the men that they're chasing. These guys do not have any reason who commit to modern women. Like, if you lay it out logically for them, the guys who respect themselves, they'll just be like, oh, hell no, right? And the men who have options, oh, hell no. They'll just continue to pass up these women over and over and over again, right? But of course, she feels safe to share her apartment complex. Why? Because the dude's attractive, right? A lot of these walls, quote unquote, that women put up, like, oh, I don't normally do this, or I don't normally do that, all get completely ignored for men who are attractive.
Sounds like, but I'm okay. I promise I'm okay. But I'm like giddy. He's very sweet, fun to talk to, very handsome, and I'm excited. Like, it's just like one thing led to another, and here we are, and now I'm ready to go on a date.
Make no mistake, guys, the reason why women are interested in men from the outset is not because he's sweet and kind and funny. This woman barely knows the attributes of the dude. Like, you've met this guy for 2 seconds and you think that he's a kind man. I'm pretty sure she threw in the word kind there. But let me translate this for you. The dude was highly attractive. That's all that this means, man. Women will always try and say, like, oh, he seemed really intelligent and we had a great connection. It's a whole bunch of nonsense, guys, right? Women, you know, men are often claimed to be these days that we're the superficial ones, right? That we're the ones that care about appearance so much. I can tell you right now that women care a hell of a lot about the way that men look. In fact, if you don't meet their minimum threshold, they don't want to talk to you. Unless you've got money. They don't want to talk to you.
So I'm gonna come back after the date and update you. Okay, here we go. I'm in trouble. Oh, it was so good. That was such a good date. But he's on the East Coast. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna leave it up to God. That was such a good date. Great conversation. We laughed so much. He's such a gentleman. I can't even handle it. I felt so safe with him. I'm like already getting sad for when I leave.
Right. So here's what happened. We instantly fell in love with Chad. Now, guys, call me crazy. Call me a conspiracy theorist here, okay? But I personally think that it is not out of the realm of possibility for this woman to have slept with the guy, right? Go back to his place, then return back here, re-put on everything the way it was, and then try and pass it off like they just went on the date and she's just now returning, man. You know what I'm saying? I think in a lot of these situations, the women, what happens is they go out, they meet up with this guy, they hook up with the man, they instantly get attached to him because they ended up in his bedroom, and then they kind of want to like play it off like nothing happened, right? I would fully believe if this woman hooked up with the dude, but of course she's in love with him, right? She's fully attached to this guy. The absolute classic.
Good date. But he's on the East Coast. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna leave it up to God. That was such a good date. Great conversation. We laughed so much. He's such a gentleman. I can't even handle it. I felt so safe with him.
Right, so the man was attractive. He paid for her crap. And I don't know why, man, but she's talking like things are going to continue to happen anyway. You were this dude's random hookup, okay? This woman is visiting, I believe she mentioned that this is New York City. She's visiting New York City, okay? She doesn't live there. And women get this like delusional thing in their head where they're like, yeah, I hooked up with Chad in some random city. But, maybe one thing will lead to another and we'll have a relationship. Like, no, this is not how this works at all. You were this man's bit of fun for the evening, and that's all that it was.
I'm like already getting sad for when I leave. I don't know if it's because I just walked up stairs, but my heart is going so fast. Okay. I don't know. We'll see.
Here is the long-awaited New York man update.
So what do you guys think happened, right? Drop a comment right here, because she's about to tell us where things eventually ended up, okay? But man, I'm telling you, right? These women, they go out with a dude who they think is highly attractive. They have intimacy with the man. They get attached to him. He doesn't want anything serious. And this is something that's becoming more and more prominent these days, man, is even the guys who are not like super attractive and all of this sort of thing, a lot of these men don't want relationships from modern women either. I mean, this woman looks like she's like hit 30, I would assume. And she's trying to lock down that attractive, successful man. But men in general, the attractive, successful ones especially, a lot of them are just saying, I'm not really about this whole long-term relationship thing you have in your head, ma'am. But let's continue and see what she says after the date. She says next, excuse me.
We'll see.
Here is the long-awaited New York man update. Things were full steam ahead. It felt like a rom-com meeting at a diner and then going out later that night on a date. But
full steam ahead. Yeah, maybe full steam ahead to his bedroom. Like, these women are talking as if they were ever considered as a potential relationship prospect from the man. They vastly overestimate, their value to a man in terms of a relationship. They always vastly overestimate a man. They're like, yeah, I got attention. Things were full steam ahead. This is my romance. This is my moment. You were just a hookup.
But unfortunately, a couple of things happened. We both had expressed that we mutually wanted to see each other before I left New York. And by the way, I'm in San Diego right now, so I'm on the other side of the country. So 2 nights before I left, I made it really clear that I would love to see him. And he said, oh, I thought you had events, so I confirmed plans with my friends, blah, blah, blah. And at first I was like, no problem, honor your plans, call me later kind of thing. And I'm not a sports girl, so I looked up the game that they were supposed to be watching during their boys' time, and it started at 8:15 p.m., which means that he wasn't going to be free until like 10:30. And he said, okay, I'll go, but I would love to see you at some point if that's okay, like some point that night. Now, our first date was late. We met up at like 10 p.m. for drinks, but that was okay because it was impromptu. It was, sort of a whirlwind romantic kind of thing. We met that day, going out that night, blah, blah, blah. But something about meeting up at like 10:30 and still without finalized plans that he was going to hit me up didn't sit right with me.
Yeah, so you mean to tell me that the woman who treated herself like an option is mad because she's getting treated like an option? This is what I'm telling you, man. These men, they do not care. They don't care that you're returning to the other side of the country. They don't care that, you want to see him again soon. If he's bored, maybe after he's done with his sports, he will call you over to his apartment, or vice versa. You guys will have fun, and then he'll just leave, right? Women these days, they're like so shocked, man, when men don't display interest in them. But it happens so frequently to modern women that you would think that they would figure it out, right? You would think that they would figure out that a lot of guys are not looking for commitment anymore. Okay, because what is the net benefit for this dude to have a committed relationship with this woman? It's probably nothing, to be honest with you. It's absolutely nothing that he can't get elsewhere. Especially these men who are attractive, they'll just jump on dating applications and they order women like it's DoorDash, right? They order women to their house just for a bit of fun, like it's absolutely nothing. And so these women, they have fun with these guys, and they're like, yeah, I'm valued. He wants to see me again. I mean, not really, right? I saw a comment the other day, guys. Some dude mentioned it was kind of like pizza for men, right? It's like, yeah, I could have last night's pizza. It's pizza. I could go for it. Do I really need to have last night's pizza? Probably not. Maybe I'll go get something else to eat today. That's how these women are treated by men. And you know what? I hold them accountable, guys. They don't have to do this, but they choose to.
Anyway, 10:30 rolls around and he texts me. He doesn't call me. He texts me and says, "What are you up to?" And so the next morning, I just let him know I went to bed early preparing for a full day of events because I was in New York for Fashion Week and I did have a full day of events. And what he said next really just solidified it for me. He said, I figured you went to sleep, but I felt bad because I really wanted to see you. Now, at first glance, seems sweet, right? But the problem here and what I realized is that this whole thing of us seeing each other could have been resolved very easily by him saying very simply, I would love to see you again. I know you're here for work. Let me know what your schedule is like and we'll see if that aligns, like planning something.
Yeah, so the thing is, madam, is he didn't want to plan anything with you whatsoever. Also, this woman, I guarantee you, I absolutely guarantee you that she stayed up to see his message at 10:30 and chose not to answer it. And the reason why women do this crap, guys, is because they want men to put in more effort. This is her trying to get this dude to put in more effort. You see what I'm saying, right? They have the casual hookup and now they feel like, okay, I have to start inching him to putting in more effort into me, because if I don't do this, then I'm just going to be looked at as a hookup. I want this to progress somewhere. I want this to progress to a relationship. So my next stage of the plan is to get him to plan something, right? He has to put in a little bit more. If he wants to see me again, the fantastic woman that I am, he has to put in a little bit more effort. So I'm going to pretend like I didn't see his message, right? And this sort of thing. And what these women fail to account for every single damn time is that the man doesn't care that much. He's not interested. A lot of men these days are not interested. Why aren't men planning dates? Why aren't men doing XYZ for me? They don't want to.
Again, I know you're here for work. Let me know what your schedule is like and we'll see if that aligns, like planning something. And he couldn't do that or didn't do that. So we didn't see each other again. I had time to get together again. He just didn't ask and coordinate, and it's not my place, I believe, as a woman, to drive the situation. And in my opinion, asking for my availability in order to coordinate is actually more respectful than just hitting me up randomly.
Wait, you're telling me you wanted to be this random hookup dude? You wanted him to respect you? I'm sorry, you didn't respect yourself. Like what even is this, man? This woman is going out, with random dudes that she just met in a city that she's only visiting, and she wants respect from the guy. Like, let's just hypothetically say, guys, that they didn't hook up and they just went out for a little bit, right? It's like, this was never really going to go anywhere anyway. But you want this man to start planning things and being coordinated with you, and it's like, no, man. No, absolutely not. I want this random dude that I hooked up with or met because I found super attractive. I want him to coordinate things and plan with me because I'm a woman. It's not my role to coordinate and plan things. It's the man's role. That's nice. I mean, it was a if you want to go into gender roles here, trust me, this is something you don't want to go down. But perhaps a gender role might be that you don't show up on a date having already been with a bucket load of men beforehand. You see what I'm saying, guys? Like, it's funny to me how women will be like, men have to act in this specific way. They have to plan the dates. They have to be really respectful. But there's nothing about what the women should do, right? Or how the women should be to even be taken on a date in the first place. You never hear any discussion about how the women should be. It's always about what the man should do.
Opinion, asking for my availability in order to coordinate is actually more respectful than just hitting me up randomly. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I don't know if I'll ever see him again. Maybe he says he visits California once a year around the holidays, so that's coming up. But as for now, I don't think we're going to have a New York man update.
Right, so you're hoping he'll swing by and maybe continue to try and... And so what'll happen is this woman will basically just become the hookup for this guy whenever he visits California. That's just so funny to me, man, right? And at the end of this video, there's a little Easter egg here, by the way, guys, so let's continue.
We just went on one date, and that's that. But this is why I share this, because this kind of stuff happens all the time. Like, people go out, they go on one date, maybe two, and then it just never reconnects. That's normal in dating.
It actually really isn't. This is kind of a new thing. And also, I think we're being a bit generous here. Oh, I go out on 1 to 2 dates and it never goes anywhere. Translation: I hook up with a random guy. He doesn't want anything serious with me. And granted, guys, let's just say this woman's telling the absolute truth. She didn't hook up with this guy. She didn't explicitly mention it, but let's just assume that she didn't, and she just went out on a date with the man, and things didn't go anywhere. This is because a lot less men are not looking for commitment these days in modern women, particularly the men that these women are choosing.
So don't feel discouraged if that's been your story or whatever. It's difficult until it isn't. I firmly believe that. When you find the right person, it's just easy. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to take you guys along as always.
Yeah, so 30-plus-year-old divorced. I forgot this woman was divorced, by the way, giving dating advice. Now check this out, guys. This video has 2 seconds left. Let me show you this. She's going to pan down and reveal something. Look at this. She reveals, right as this video ends, this is literally on the last second, she reveals her book choice. Now, if you guys don't recognize this, this is actually a movie which we talked about on a recent episode, okay? It's called It Starts With Us. I believe the movie that came out was It Ends With Us. I think it might have been the second one or something. I don't know. Basically, get this, guys. This book series is supposedly for women who are victims of particular behaviors from men, shall we say, abusive men. It's to highlight the experiences of those victims, right? So it's a... you know, women need to talk about what's happening to them more type book. The woman in the story, okay, literally goes out there, is in a marriage, as far as I understand, with an abusive man who, get this, guys, is a neurosurgeon with a jawline that could cut anything, and who is incredibly lean, right? So, and then she talks to another guy while she's in a relationship with him. I mean, it's just the classic, guys. Men are abusive and they're all fighting over me type stuff. This might as well be the modern day 50 Shades of Grey, what she's reading right here. It's supposed to be a thing about awareness for women and all of this kind of crap. It's really not. It's just 50 Shades of Grey, light and reskinned. The protagonist is dating a terrible man who happens to be a neurosurgeon. Like, get the hell out of here, bro. But yeah, divorced woman failing to date. It happens so often, but don't worry, queens. Get back out there and take my dating advice. Hilarious. Guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next episode. Peace.